Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the September 28th, a magical, magnificent Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here, but much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. Let those fingers do the walking. Go ahead and send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tiger's Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on magical, magnificent, marvelous Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Lush Show. Right now, we got all the indices in the green nicely. In fact, the weakest indice out here is, what is it? The weakest indice is what is it? I guess it's the NDX 100, up 1 3/10% out there. Still not too bad. But let's go take a look at what the indices are doing. Typically, we will start with the futures contracts. We're not going to do that here for the moment. We're just going to scan, because today is going to be important out here, perhaps from a signal standpoint. Let's begin by taking a look at the S&P 500. And look, you don't have to worry about writing these numbers down. I will post up here on my screen shortly all of the oscillator and change line levels for multiple time frames. Subscribers get that each morning out there. Truly assist them, especially if you're intraday. Well, no matter what time frame trader there are, to understand where key levels of support and resistance are. We can see that the S&P cash is trading just above Stevie's green line. Now, the green line tells us that we have a price oscillator that is above zero for the daily time frame. When we have a rising price oscillator above zero, which would be its message, if we get a close above Stevie's green line, that's just simply bullish. And what we have to do is look for other resistance levels. Now, in the case of the S&P cash, you just simply go back to its prior swing point. That's at 34.2892, and that would, in essence, be its signal to you as to what its intent is. Whether it can carry out that intent or not, I don't know. But it closed below that level, the green line. That tells us, okay, the counter trend rally could be over. So don't get too caught up into these numbers. Instead, what you want to get caught up into is where is support and resistance. What's the market communicating to you and I? Obviously, the market can change on a dime out here. We're not interested in the dime. We're interested in what's the message right now. We have to make the calls based on information we have now. If it changes 10 minutes from now, we'll change that call too. Inside the Dow has actually completed a Gartley buy pattern that's based upon today's gap to the upside. Now, you can see the A to B equals CD pattern. But until a bullish reversal candle forms, we don't know whether bulls are really trying to defend that one-to-one area. In this case here today, we'll answer that question as a yes. Now, what happens if price doesn't close above Stevie's green line? Price is trading just slightly above it. Well, then that could be signaling to you and I just counter trend rally. But what happens if price closes over it? This line is green as well. That says, okay, it wants to move to a higher price. Where's its next higher price level? 364.77. That's the swing point high of this A to B equals CD pattern out here. So that's the message from the Dow. Let's go take a look at the NDX 100. The NDX 100 is trading above Stevie's green line. Granted, it's weak. Weak from what standpoint? Percentage-wise, only being up 1% versus 2%. Nonetheless, no pattern here to identify a bottom. In other words, no A to B equals CD pattern, no nothing that I have out here at this moment. However, there is something, and we'll have to go to the futures contracts to see it. But here with regard to the cash indice, what you just need to know is you can see prices trading above Stevie's green line. Granted, there's no Gartley buy pattern. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Rising price oscillator above zero says to expect and anticipate higher price unless there's some kind of pattern out here. So where is it the NDX 100 may be headed to? The 11,566 area would be a target. That's on the cash indice. Okay, so we have the S&P, the Dow, and the NDX 100. Of course, depending upon where they close today, will generate a signal to you as to, hey, depending on which side of the trade you're on, which side of the trade do you not want to be on. If we take a look at the Russell 2000, what has it generated? Well, this has completed bottoming patterns. So the Dow and the Russell 2000 have bottoming patterns. We've got the wave number 7, that's letter G. You can see that on my screen out here. In the case of the Russell 2000, its oscillator and change line had changed from green to red several trading sessions ago. We know that when that phenomena happens, and especially here with wave number 7 confirming on Friday, and I probably could find an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside, so that'd be a Gartley buy pattern. We would have selected the price move to the upside in about the 1507 area where it's trading right now, Stevie's red line. If price can close above that level, the line is red. It's not as strong. It's not as it's not guaranteed. It's not as strong of a signal unless that line turns back to a green tomorrow out here. But right now, you've got definite bottoming patterns and price upper resistance inside the Russell 2000. Let's not stop here because it's important for us to look. Even the XAU has a Gartley buy pattern out here. So it's got a Gartley buy pattern. That went ahead and completed 2 days ago. This is suggesting that this should rally up into Stevie's green line, currently printing at the 147 area out here. If we take a look at the semiconductor index well above Stevie's green line. That's at 2196. No bottoming pattern or anything out here, but we can clearly see that clearly above Stevie's green line. This suggests that it too wants to move to higher ground out there. We showed the New York Stock Exchange, the Wilshire, during the breakout there. Won't go and show those again, but both have Gartley buy patterns. Both are trading above Stevie's green. Well, the Wilshire is. New York Stock Exchange is not at the moment. Here's a NASDAQ composite. Again, no bottoming pattern per se out here, but price above Stevie's green line. So you get the message. It's really the battle going on right now. It's not a price issue or how much the market has moved. What's really going to be key, in my opinion, for you is understanding, does price close above Stevie's green line or not for either the indices, the index ETFs out there, the equity futures contracts, and voila, here you go. So now you've got it. Here is a tool. You've got the equity futures, you've got cash indices, index ETFs, even the equal weighted, the sectors, metals, oil and gas. You've got your daily oscillator and change line level, support or resistance. Support means price is trading above it. An arrow that's to the downside tells us it's a red line. An arrow pointed up tells it's a green line out there. So you've got everything that you need to know for multiple time frames, daily, weekly, 30, 60, 120, 240 in the 5-hour time frame chart for what's going on inside the markets. These are the levels to be watching at day's end. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Be back in just a minute.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's at 502, S&P 53, NASDAQ 142 points. One of our dinners, which dinner was it? Boston Dan wants to take a look at ticker symbol CRD. First, let's go take a look at it. That is the Cardiff Oncology. Where is this trading? You've got a new profile that formed on Friday, Dan, and so price is traded right into the resistance level of that. You can see both Friday's session and today's session especially. What you're looking for, so it's a bullish structured profile. Price is trading with inside at brand new. You'd ideally like to see a close above 1163. A close below 1163, you've got a test and rejection of that level. We'll go look at my other charts. There's a price above the weekly time frame profile. It's also above the monthly top of its profile out here. I don't know whether we can trust the monthly profiles or not for this. I don't know. When I look back at this chart, it looks like it's a reverse merger of some sort. So I wouldn't rely too much upon the monthly data. But if we take a look at the daily, clearly up at resistance. Now let's go see if a couple of days ago, really, I don't see any kind of bearish reversal candle on this whatsoever. But let's go look at the patterns nonetheless. See how we can assist Dan here. So the daily time frame, what do we have? Well, we do have the potential for wave number 7. That's letter G. So that would be the top. There is a Rhodes momentum indicator signal present, but no bearish reversal candle. And a price above Stevie's green line at $10.20 out there. So the daily time frame is still bullish, but we do know where resistance is at. So you know where the battle is. If we look at the weekly time frame, any kind of signal out here, different from what we looked at earlier, the answer is, well, this also has wave number 7, but that can extend itself. It's extended itself for the last couple weeks. So a topping pattern, potential topping pattern that is present. But other than that, I don't see anything bearish on the daily time frame chart. Monthly, really nothing out here. Additionally, now what we can do is share with you the price is above 965. And 965, as I've got it out here, is the monthly TD9 counts. Again, I don't know on this monthly data, how much I would really rely upon it. So your question, in essence, is you're in a long-term position, believe there's great upside potential. Your gut's telling you pullback might be in order. So the pullback of your gut is really just matching the resistance level, where the battle is, and that's at the top of that profile, 1163 out there. If I don't normally do this, but I will just for the heck of it, because you say you've got a hankering in your gut for CRDF. And let's just go check out the 30-minute time frame. I don't know any other way really to do this for you. So what's the signal? Trade out at 1147. What's the signal on the 30-minute time frame chart? Do we have anything? And the answer is got nothing. Not a zip, zilch. Not a break of any kind of level of support. The first level of support that you'd see a break of would be 1106. That would be the bottom of its 30-minute profile out there. Really not until price closed below 831. Which I doubt you're going to let it run down to 831. Would there be anything that would be significantly wrong with this instrument? That's the last place where it had broken out from. So that's on the 30-minute time frame chart that we just looked at. So, yeah, go with your gut. You're up at resistance. It's failed to there's never anything wrong with taking the money off the table out there. But this is like, I'm not, first, you would never short an $11 stock. I'm not saying that it's a short either out there, technically speaking. So I hope that helps you out. Our next question, this came in earlier this morning. I don't have a name on it, which is okay. But the question is on Shopify. SHOP, by the way, is the ticker symbol. Where did I just put those charts? Are they behind this? No, they're not. What did I do? Just delete that thing again? Man, oh man. Got to watch these fat fingers out here. Okay, I'm going to do it. I've got another way to do it. Oh, it's right here. SHOP. No, there's some other chart that is gone. Weird. Okay, let's take a look at as this thing populates. So what do we know about SHOP? Thought I punched it in here. SHOP is the ticker symbol. So the question is, could you assist me in a plan to find the right point to short Spotify? Okay, here's what we know about Spotify. Right now, today, it's trading above, or Shopify, I'm sorry. It's trading above the top of its daily profile. That's bearish in structure. Any close today above 961.44, I'd say a second close tomorrow, is going to suggest that this wants higher price. Higher price where? Profile-wise, the higher price will be 1074.98. Is that the place you short it? I don't know. Let's go take a look at the other set of charts out here. The other set of charts were really kind of, the question is, did this form any kind of bottoming pattern out here on the daily time frame? And I don't have anything that shows a bottoming pattern. Price above Stevie's red line right now. We know it's above the profile levels out there, so it's just suggesting a higher run. But a higher run to where? Well, I'd have to say probably to where the gap took place, which was the high from September 3rd. Is that the place to sell it? I don't know that. You're going to have to, get back with me on this. It's day 5 of a potential TD9 count. I would say if price is up towards that level and it's bar number 9 or the bar following 9, then that might be the topping signal out here. We just have to see where else it's trading into, what else might be going on, what's going on inside the markets. On a weekly time frame, Shopify has a nice Rhodes momentum indicator top, wave number 7 top, that's letter G. And where could the counter trend rally take us to here? 1038.46. Of course, that number is going to change slightly out there. So no bottoming signal or pattern. So what we've got to do here is really just simply rely upon our market profiles. We know that the daily right now trade above the top of that profile, 961.44. So I would suggest that you wait for a pattern. Now, what pattern is it that you could be looking for? Well, one possibility would be a Gartley sell pattern. And a Gartley sell pattern is going to have an A to B equals CD. So in this case here, it would be an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. So let's go draw that in. The A point would be the low from 917. The B point would be the high from 922. And the C point would be the low from September 24th. So price projections for Shopify. And the B point, by the way, had volume of 2.4 million shares. You're at 1.4 million shares today. So you got light volume. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you're above the B point, if you're above resistance, top of a bear structured profile out there, it tells you it wants to move higher. So the Gartley profile ranges where it could begin to form is 1011, 1043, and 1084. Those would be the areas to be watching. What you'd be looking for there is some type of bearish reversal candle to form. You'd want to also understand where Stevie's green line is, profiles, things along those lines. But the answer to your question is, I can't tell you where there's a good pattern until we see it actually complete. And it has to complete properly. And I'd love to be able to teach you how to do that because I know that I can. Because all I'm doing here each day is just sharing with you exactly what it is that I use. And so just simply subscribe to Mastering Probability. Do it for 29 days or do it longer than that. But 29 days doesn't cost you anything. It's the cost of not doing it. That's really the cost out there. So anyways, thanks so much for writing in. Hope that helps you out. With regard to any other questions that have come in, the phone lines are open. The email lines are open. Inside the Tiger's Den, things are open. So let's continue just simply surfing around here, see what we can see. What can we see? Let's go to the short-term time frame charts out here because oftentimes they can generate nice signals for us. So let's go take a look at the I haven't done gold and silver yet or anything along those lines. And so why don't I do that? And then we can go take a look at the short-term equity futures contracts out here. So to look at gold and silver, let's first take a look at gold. What do we know about gold? How's it trading in all the major currencies out there? Hey, by the way, brand new profile attempting to form inside of gold. The bottom of that profile, this is in terms of U.S. dollars. Well, let's take a look at that when we come back from the breakout there. A little bit of a tease. But gold is higher in all major currencies right now. What do you think the odds are that we see a little bit of a rally here in Goldilocks? See Rhodes with TFNN. Back in the day, I joined the Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we got 4 different charts on our screen right now for gold, and I've got the price turned off on the upper left-hand panel. That's the daily time frame. So you got daily, weekly, monthly lower left, and quarterly in the lower right. Now I've got my synthetic symbol out here. Synthetic symbol means I'm not using the continuous contract. Instead, there's a better way to etch and stitch these contracts together, and that's the tool that I'm using. Now I'm also using my advanced Doppler tool to show us profiles. So if you're to take a look at the December contract for gold, we could go do that. You will not see this profile form. This is an early advanced detection system. It won't be confirmed until this evening. But what I can guarantee you is the mathematics behind the calculation are live, and they're just simply taking all the data that comes in and then making this profile data. So right now, as of 1:31 in the afternoon, it's a bullish structured profile. The bottom is 1862, the center is 1886, and the top is 1922. So on a counter trend rally, price should find resistance at the 1922 level. I'll go ahead and turn price back on. What we know about a bullish structured profile is that if price can get above the center of it, which it's not just yet, 1886.50, that suggests making a run for the top of that profile at 1922. Okay, so now that's taking care of the daily time frame. What else do we know about gold? Well, on a weekly basis, you can see using the synthetic version of my contract, what gold did last week was pull back to test old resistance, which may become new support. The top of that weekly profile at 1867. If you look at what's transpired on a monthly basis, prices held the top of its monthly profile, and that is 1849. The low so far is 1851, $2. So prices above support on the weekly, support on the monthly, with inside what appears to be a new daily profile that's forming, again suggesting that we should at least see a counter trend rally. Maybe it's more than that, but right now we just simply call it a counter trend rally. So if that's the case, what's going on in the short-term time frame out here? Does the short-term time frame match what we're looking at on these larger windows? And the answer is yeah, most certainly does. In fact, it was during the bar that ended less than 2 minutes ago, or just about 2 minutes ago, that was giving you that confirmation that price wants to move higher. Will you say, what, Steve-O? Yeah. Look, gold topped earlier with a TD9 count as bar number 8. Then what happens? Price pulls back to support. Where's support? Well, one level of support. Stevie's green line. Tests it, rejects it. What do we know about a green line out there? It doesn't matter for the time frame. For this time frame here, you've got a rising price oscillator above 0. So now we are in bar number 6. Maybe price is just simply going to make a run for its most recent breakdown level. That's at 1894. So that's a possibility. Maybe it gets a 9 count there, backs off again. But there's also the potential for an A to B equals CD pattern that is setting up. So let's go take a look at that. I'm just going to pull over my other chart, a little less cluttered than that one. And the gold A to B equals CD pattern could take us up. The 1-to-1 would take us to 1899, 1-to-1.272, 1907, well within inside the existing profile that we have out here. So you should anticipate and expect that gold wants to continue to move higher, make a bit of another move higher out here. At least during the next couple of hours, I would say. With regard to silver out here, let's just do this. Let's go take a look at this 30-minute version. And on this 30-minute version, silver right now, what it needs to do the same thing that gold has done, is close above 2362. We're trading at 2363. So this may be the bar during this 1:30 to 2 o'clock session. If price can close above that, that is suggesting, well, it's got resistance at 2383 out there. But it does look like the possibility of an A to B equals CD pattern as well. So either way, whether it's an A to B equals CD pattern, gold and silver generating a similar message that they want to continue to rally in at least what is a counter trend move out there. So that's what's going on there. If we take a look at what else we want to look at out here? What? The U.S. dollar index. We can take a look at it. Now, the U.S. dollar index, although I can't draw in using this set of charts here, the A to B equals CD pattern, it's got the potential, depending on where it closes, to generate a Gartley sell pattern. But what's going to be needed is a bearish reversal candle. In order to get that, this is the price level you'll be watching for the U.S. dollar index out here. And that is 94.64. You're 94, no, that can't be it. 94.34. 94.345. We're at 94.350. Just that little smidgen out there is the difference between a bear sash candle and an inside day out here. And so watch that. If you get that lower close in the U.S. dollar index, then you have a Gartley sell pattern that would suggest a move back to Stevie's red line, 93.57. If you don't, then you don't have any kind of topping pattern. And this is suggesting that the U.S. dollar index wants to continue to make that run up to 96.61, or at least make a TD9 count top out there, which would not occur for another 2 to 3 days. So you're looking at Wednesday, Thursday for that potential pattern. But watch the close today. That'll be a signal and if you don't get it, really, we know what I'd expect. I'd expect you don't get that bear sash candle. And in fact, gold and silver continue more with their counter trend rally out there. Inside the den, let's see, I see a few things out here. Wants to know what the TD9 count stands for and more about using effective. Who wants to know that? Okay, so John in the den writes, and he says, on the NQ 2-hour chart, do you have a Chapman wave count of peak B thus far? So let's go take a look at all of the counts out here. Let me get that going. This is for what, John? The NQ. So let's pull over the NQ. Let's go take a look at our different tools out here. And John is specifically asking about the 2-hour time frame chart. So let's begin by doing that. Let's get the 120-minute time frame chart out here. This is for the NQ. Now, John, I've got the continuous contract. It shouldn't make a difference at this moment in time. What I have is wave number C, which is number 3 on my 2-hour time frame chart. You can clearly see here where I've begun the count. You can see the A, the B, and now the C level out here. Inside the NQ, this did generate a sell the D point with that dark cloud cover candle that took place earlier this morning. And price pulled back and tested Stevie's green line. So it's not as if the NQ is bearish here. It's done its job in pulling back to the green line, and it's almost like it's neutral to bullish as far as signal, because it does have resistance at the top of that high session today on the 2-hour time frame chart that generated that dark cloud cover, and that's 11,365.50 out here. So no, I don't have wave number 2. I've got wave number 3 on my system out here. That's on the 2-hour time frame chart. 240-minute time frame chart out here. What do I have? This is suggesting to us that the NQ wants to make a run for 11,539. This is going to be bar number 7 of a TD9 count. Again, it's a 4-hour time frame chart, so we could see some kind of a topping signal over the course of the next, let's see, 7, 8, 9, over the course of the next maybe 12 hours or so, give or take out there, half a day. 5-hour time frame chart. What do we have out here? Let's go populate this. Rhodes momentum indicator bottom, bar number 6 of a TD9 count. 6, that would give us about 20 hours here, give or take, before a top signal could come in using the TD9 count pattern out here. Hourly time frame, nothing bearish here. The 30-minute time frame, well, we've already really covered the 30-minute time. No, we didn't cover it for the NQ, did we? This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. See, we're run out of time here, but we'll be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get the competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 520, S&P 60 points out there. Before we were going to that break, we were looking at a 30-minute time frame chart here for the NQ, and we can see that this, too, formed a TD9 count top. By the way, Phil in Boston, who called in, was asking about the TD9 count. TD standing for Tom DeMark. That is the tool developed by him. He's got a number of books out there. I've read them all. And if you're looking for a technical read, what I mean a technical read, don't have anything alcoholic near you, water maybe. They're not the easiest to follow, and his rules are not necessarily the easiest to follow. At least inside the materials that I've read, you might have a different analysis than I do. But here's what I can say, Phil. You would like to learn more about this and understand this pattern. I have an hour workshop that really gets you right to the chase. Members access it. You can access this for the next 29 days. Costs you zip. So if you'd like to learn about this pattern, and I implore you to want to learn this pattern, you want to be present where is support and resistance. You want to be able to do it objectively. And you get to see it happen all the time. Here's a 30-minute time frame chart. Here you see a TD9 count. So this is what subscribers knew this morning, because they understood, hey, I'm writing the letter. I begin really putting the letter together and assembling it before 6 o'clock in the morning out here. And I really saved the last chunk of it, of my time, for the equity futures area out here. And what subscribers knew this morning was to expect that upon the cash open to see the market pull back. Why? Because we had a TD9 count top in the NQ for its 30-minute time frame, the ES and the YM. It made sense. And then what we knew was, where are the target levels out here? And if you didn't have profiles, which many people wouldn't, that's still okay, because the price target to the downside is 11,246.25. We could see it hit that very next session above it. That's breakout support. There is no human possible way that anyone, and I would suggest, other than myself, that the technicians here at TFNN are the sharpest tools in the shed. I said excluding myself out there. The sharpest tools in the shed. And here's what I can guarantee you. None of them would have selected that the breakout level for the NQ for its 30-minute time frame occurred at 5 o'clock this morning. Doesn't exist. You can't find anybody out there that will tell you that that's where the breakout began. Yet it did. And how do we know that? That's the beauty of this TD9 count. And price pulls back, holds it. Now, the beauty of this is if you break through for 2 bars, either the top or the bottom, in this case here, support on the downside out here, you would expect price to go to the next level. So the beauty about this pattern is you know where all the breakout areas are. No one would select 11, 173.25 as a breakout. No, they choose 10, 966.50 or 10, 8, 28, 25. It's just not part of the normal technical tools out there. So this works really well. Now, not every 9 count is going to identify a top or a bottom out here, and so you want to use a set of tools. But boy, the breakout and breakdown areas, they're worth every penny. That if you're looking for where's support, man, you want to buy something where price is broken out. Go get Tom's book. And inside Tom's book, he'll talk to you about wanting to wait till you get something coming off the bottom, wait for price to come back to where it had broken out. That TD9 count will help you to accomplish that task out there. So, Phil, I hope you take advantage of that and everybody else as well out there, because I do want you to understand and use this pattern out here. It is a beauty. Let's see, where else? Do we have anything else? No, I don't think we have any other questions that I've got out here. So what do we want to go to next? We were taking a look at those potential Gartley buy patterns inside the New York Stock Exchange, Wilshire, and so forth. When you get a Gartley buy pattern, so you've got an A to B equals CD to the downside. That's being confirmed by today's gap to the upside. That's the bullish reversal candle. And Gartley buy patterns have 5 different potential outcomes. The first outcome is the dead cat bounce, or the 0.382 retracement. So from high to low in the New York Stock Exchange, that's from 13,299 down to 12,228 out there. Those are the swing points that we're using. You can see that we're already above, or it's already above, the 0.382 retracement level, 12,638. For those of you that are good listeners to Larry Pesavento's show, if I ask you this question, you're above a 0.382 retracement, where are you headed to next? What's your answer? Outcome number 2, the 0.618 retracement. And if you get above the 0.618 retracement, where's the next outcome to the upside? In this case here, the 0.786 retracement, that's 13,070. So those are Larry's 3 different retracements, or really Leonardo da Fibonacci. What? Da Fibonacci? What are you talking about, Steve-O? Those are 3 outcomes. What's the 4th outcome? The 4th outcome, we coined this a Obi-Wan Kenobi outcome, and that is making a 100% move of a move, getting right back to where that A to B equals CD started. And that's at 13,299. And outcome number 5 is that a Gartley buy pattern turns into the C point of a new A to B equals CD. In this case here, it'd be a gargantuan to the upside out there. So 5 different potential outcomes. Right now, the message from the New York Stock Exchange is, hey, I've blown through outcome number 1 with a wide-ranging bar. The gap to the upside is a wide-ranging bar as well, of course, depending upon where price stops. Now, if it's going to do that, price needs to get above Stevie's green line, the oscillator and change line. So let's go back and let's take a quick peek at that, and as well as what else we want to look at for the New York Stock Exchange. So earlier, we saw that the New York Stock Exchange was struggling at Stevie's green line. Let's go check in on it. I believe we still have that pattern that is in play out here. Yeah, you can see how it's tested it. It's rejected it. So now we're kind of in this, the market is like, well, am I bullish or bearish out here? And isn't that really the question today? And I'm here to tell you, I'm not certain. I would be certain if price closed above 12,732. You're at 12,710. New York Stock Exchange closed above 732. It's bullish and it's headed higher. And it's headed higher, likely to the shooting star out here, the C point of this A to B equals CD, or the C point of this Gartley buy pattern that has confirmed inside the New York Stock Exchange. Well, if that's going to happen, what else do we need to see out here? You need to see really 2 other things to confirm that move higher inside the New York Stock Exchange. What is that? You need to see its advanced decline oscillator above 0. Right now, it's at 1460. It's above 0. Of course, you like 2 days in a row, but you start with the first day. So if the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline oscillator, that's the difference between the 39 and 19 period exponential moving average of its advanced decline line, then that suggests that, yes, price wants to move higher. What's the second thing? You need to see the spot volatility close below its 50-day exponential moving average. Right now, spot volatility is priced at 26.56. The 50-day moving average, 26.71. So just slightly below, but it's got all the makeup that is needed. So the last piece of this puzzle for the New York Stock Exchange is going to be Stevie's green line. If you had to close above that, you should anticipate higher price out there. We really should anticipated anyways. I mean, we looked at the NQ, I believe. Here, take a look at the ES Mini. Again, using Stevie's synthetic version of the contract. What did price do? Well, you can see the bullish. Oh, I think we did the ES. We didn't do the NQ. But here's the ES. What do we know about that? If we did, I'm just going to restate it. My apology out here. You can see price trying to run right into the top of that profile, 33.53. Out here, a close above that, you should see a run to 34.17, the top of its bear structured weekly profile out here. But all levels of support have held. Now we're looking to see if resistance is going to fall. Inside the NQ, the bottom of its daily held, the bottom of its weekly held out here. The NQ is still bullish. Still bullish. But does the counter trend rally end at 11,450.75? I don't know the answer to that. But stay tuned. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So the 2-minute wrap-up out here. We've got one final question that is coming in. And this is from Tim, and Tim is just simply asking, again, where are the next couple of points of resistance for the S&P 500? Tim, you've got to look to the ES Mini for that to get the definitive answer, and that's at 33.53, and that's the top of its daily profile. It's trading at 33.47. So you've got another 7 points out here approximately. But I'm not suggesting that you go sell that here. They just don't have that signal. It could be where the counter trend rally ends. But if we take a look at the Dow right now, that's chart number 3 from the left, 2 from the right. You can see prices above a descending trend line. Prices trading above the top of its daily profile. That's at 27,513. Look at the very right-hand panel. That's Russell 2000. That is just a gargantuan, bullish structure daily profile. Remember, when price gets above the center of a daily profile, it tells you that buyers should be able to push that higher. Well, so in the case of the Russell 2000, what you'd be looking for is, how is price dealing with Stevie's red line or green line? Well, if we take a look at it right now, it's sitting right at it. And so I don't have a clear message, a clear vision, a clear signal from the markets as to what it wants to do. If price can close above this 1503 area, here 1503.70, close above Stevie's red line, that's telling us that you should expect more of a rally in the small caps. We get in the small caps. It's hard to believe we won't get in the ES and the NQ and the Dow as well. And this is suggesting a move up to the 1555 level. Do we have that confirming message right now? We do not. We can make the case that this is where the market begins to turn down. It's just hard to make that case with everything else that we've just took a look at out here. So I would say we've got to just simply pay attention, watch to see how this market goes into the closeout here. We know that that we're sitting right at the precipice for both bulls or bears, and either side doesn't really know what to do just yet, because we're sitting really, in essence, right at resistance, which is a beautiful thing. Folks, stay tuned. Thanks so much for being here, but stay tuned for 2 more great hours. If you're off to start your Monday, have a magnificent one, and we'll look forward to seeing you on terrific Tuesday. Take care.